Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the RAC plate carrier from HRT Tactical. Let's get right into the first 30-second breakdown. That's where in the first 30 seconds, give or take, I give you guys my exact thoughts on this product before we get into the full review. The best thing I can say about this is my go-to plate carrier. This is the one, if something ever happened and I needed a plate carrier, this is the one that I would be wearing. I think it has a lot of really cool features, which I'm not going to give you all in the first 30-second breakdown. I'll give you in the full review. But the straps are really well done. There's little features like cord management or water cord management. Placard systems are really neat the way they have things. They have a 2-zip system on the back, so you can have 2 different levels instead of just one large level, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, we'll go over it a little bit more here in the full review. It feels sturdy, the stitching is good, and it looks really sharp, and it's actually very comfortable to wear for pretty long periods of time. I mean, unfortunately, what plate carrier is actually comfortable? Not really any of them, but this one, out of all the plate carriers I've tested, is quite comfortable to carry and wear for a longer period of time in vehicles, doing movement stuff, and other things like that. Now let's get into my relationship with the HRT Tactical. They did send this to me. I did not spend my own money on it, so I do appreciate them for sending this out to test. So let's get right into the full review. Let's just start from the top down, and I might just randomly add things in there because there's a lot to talk about this, but I don't want to make this a 25-minute long video. So first, one of the main things I like to look for in a plate carrier, which if you guys have any questions about what to look for in plate carriers for a first-time buyer or a beginner's guide to plate carriers, I have a video here that you guys can go to, and it's a longer video going over different carrier setups, trying to find the best one for you. One of those things that I mentioned in that video is straps. This is super important. It's something I never even thought about when I first started getting into plate carriers. Now I think I have 7 plate carriers and different setups, trying to test out different ones and find the best one on the market. And this one has a really good strap setup. You want something that's thin, not too bulky, that's going to affect the shouldering of your rifle. You want something that is going to be comfortable, and these are, so they do have padding. If you go too thin with no padding on it, then it really starts to dig into your shoulders after a longer period of time. So I think these straps do a really good job of being thin, but also having enough padding here on the bottom with this that it actually is quite comfortable. The adjustments are good. When it comes to plate carriers, adjustments is super important. Make sure it fits exactly to your body type because everyone's bodies are different. So looking up how to make sure this fits you properly is a very important thing. But the adjustments are good, and it is a large adjustment. I found on some carriers that I've tried don't have large enough adjustments. I'm a smaller guy. I need a lot of adjustment so I found with this one has really good. Some of the other ones don't have enough adjustment to make it perfectly to fit. This one had enough to where I could make it exactly how I wanted it to. The plates itself and the pouch that you put them in. Some carriers that I've had issues with in the past, there's a little bit of slop or play in the plate carrier inside the actual, or the plates inside the carrier. There's slop in there, and the problem is the strapping mechanism on the bottom doesn't allow for it to be really tight up there and be secured. This one has a really good securing spot, so you can push it up as far as you want depending what plate size you get, and it will lock into that spot and keep your plates from wiggling back and forth. So I do like that. The plates fit very nice in this carrier. Let's go down to the middle here, which I will open it up here. This is going to be kind of hard to tell, but there's these paddings right here, and there's an opening right here in the middle. So this goes against your body, and then this is going to be away from your body. What that's going to help with is not only just comfort, having something to pad against that plate, but with air movement. If you're wearing this for a long period of time, the worst thing in the world is the fact that you have a lot of heat inside there. So you'll lift it up and you'll just get smacked in the face with all the heat, the stink. What this allows for is air to come up the top and push it down, or vice versa. It just allows for a current to go in between here, so it's not completely stuck to your body. So when you take this off, there's a giant sweat spot, which depends how long and how hot it is. You're still going to have sweat spots, but this just allows air travel in between, which is really nice, and I found that to be super comfortable, especially if you just look down and blow down your chest. It does blow the air out really well and keep it somewhat circulated. So like I said, you can't prevent it completely because this thing is stuck to your body, and if it's hot out, you're going to have sweat spots, but this does a really good job of keeping it comfortable and the air being able to flow a little bit against your chest. Now for their placards, I think they have really good setups and placards on their website. This is my favorite. I use this for more of a do everything carrier. I've got a lot more stuff on this. I also have a different placard that I could peel this one off, put a different placard if I wanted to do something more quick, a little bit more lightweight, where it just has the mags, nothing else on here. But I really like the additions that they have here. So you got 3 AR mags, 2 pistol mags, a radio spot, or if you don't have a radio, you can put another AR mag there. You have your tourniquet spot, and then you have zippers here, which I have a knife, a little tool, a flashlight, and a multi-tool. So you can put some other stuff. There's actual space in the behind here to put more stuff as well, which I have not. But the placard itself is really nice. Their placards usually run around $30 to $100, depending which placard setup you want to go. This one's, I think, one of the more expensive one because it's got so much going on. And these side pieces are actually, actually, I'll just show you. So these side pieces are just singlets that you can buy from their website, and then you just slap it on here by itself. This one as well. About broke my toe with that. But you can just slap these on the side if you want to have additions. If you don't want it on there, peel it off, set it off to the side. You can just run your tourniquet or one or none. So those are nice to be able to just slap on there. And in my beginner's guide video, I explained the placard system a little bit more, but basically it's just something that has Velcro on the back. You slap it right here, clip it in, and you can rotate depending what you want to use. You can use a different placard system you can throw in. You can use other companies' placard system if you have a preference towards another company, but I think their placards are really nice and good quality. Everything actually on this, stitching-wise, durability, I've been using this for quite a while now. Quality-wise has been really good. If anything changes in the future, I'll definitely update you guys in the comment section. But so far in the time of filming this video, this has been really good quality for me. So then you just want to clip these on and slap this down and you're good to go. A nice other addition to this is this here. This is for your hands. When it's cold out, you can put your hands in here and keep them warm. It's something that you see like quarterbacks wear when they're playing in the cold. You can throw your hands in there when you're shooting. I'm not a big fan of shooting with gloves on, so this is something that I like to have attached here. In the summer months, I will probably end up just taking this off and running without it, but here in the wintertime, it is a really nice thing to have on the bottom, and it really doesn't get in your way. So that's another cool product that just came out recently that I've been trying out. So now let's flip over to the back, because that is pretty much everything for the front. Now this is what I was explaining with the 2-zip system. So a lot of companies have this zipper system, which I really like because there's like 3 different ways you can do this. You can just do molly, where you molly everything on and it's permanently on there and you really can't remove it. Or you can do the zipper system, where you have a zipper here on the side and you can zip it off, slip off whatever you want. So if you want medical, you can put it on, zip it on. Or if you want like a hat, a helmet holder, something to hold your helmet on, you can take that on, zip it on, and then put your helmet on. That's the second one. Now what I've seen them do, what I think is probably the coolest, is the 2-zipper system. So you have a zipper here and a zipper here. So if you really like your medical pouches here on the bottom, but you want something different on top, you just unzip this guy, pull it off, and then put something else on there, zip it back on, and you can have something different. So it's really cool. Instead of just having one option, you have 2. So if you really like one of these and you just want something different, or you just want something completely off, you can remove this one and keep the medical pouches. So this first pouch here is just a very large pouch, nothing fancy. I have some medical in it, is all I have in it right now, but you can keep stuff like paperwork and things like that, mapping, really whatever you want to keep in it. Then you got another zipper on top here that you can keep more paperwork in as well. So very simple, just large pouch, whatever you want to do with that. Now I really like these. Just take this, pull that out, and tear, and now you have a medical. So if someone behind you or one of your teammates or whoever you're with or somebody needs medical, you can have them tear this away and walk away and be able to use it. Instead of having to sit here and go through your medical pouch, they can tear it and walk. So I've got medical set up in these. This one, what you want to do is probably designate one to yourself and one to other people, so you can reach back and tear away and have yours, and then have this as somebody else's. But it's probably a smart idea to designate one of these for just yourself. But I've got gloves, different gauze, and some medical supplies in there. I haven't gone too crazy with these yet. Those are just nice because you can slap them on and Velcro them right back to it. So big fan of their pouches. I like what they've done. I think they put a lot of thought into them, and I think they've listened to a lot of people and what they have to say on what they want with pouches. The color itself is really nice. I love this multicam. If you want this exact color, it's going to run you around $200, maybe a little bit more. If you get more of the basic colors, I think they're about $185. Unfortunately, like most plate carriers, these things are really hard to get. There's a high demand right now for plate carriers and everything, because a lot of people waited a little bit too long to get stuff. So a lot of people are trying to catch up on that. Everyone's ordering plate carriers and armor and things like that, and it's kind of making for a long lead time for all this stuff. So if you really do want to get one of these or any kind of body armor, definitely get it now. If you've got your rifle set up, your handgun set up, you've got ammo, you've got the training you need, and the other supplies, the gear, the holsters, then I think the next step is definitely body armor and a carrier. And definitely get something that's good, that you can trust, that you know that's gonna hold up and work well. So that's about everything. Like I said, you got these little spots here. You can either do radio management. So if I had like a whisper mic, I can run the cord through here, so it's just always right there and it's not hanging down if I have to go hands on, or if I just don't want it sliding down. And then also you have one here on the other side, so you can use this for if you have a water pouch on the back, you can bring that cord up and have it all managed right here on the side. So it's nice to have little spots like that. It's just the little things that matter a lot. They also have little spots here for cord management. So again, it's the little stuff that they put on these that you could tell that they were thinking about the customer and the things that they really didn't have to add, but they did. Now, a little bit about my background. I don't want there to be any confusion about this either. I do not have any military, law enforcement background, anything like that. I am in an academy right now that I train in. I am a civilian, and I do not have any special qualifications that make me any smarter than anybody else. So if you're really looking for somebody that has worn this in combat, I am not the guy. I've never worn one in combat. I can just give you the knowledge that I know and have used this and trained with it in my personal training at my personal range. So I don't want there to be any confusion about who I am or the experience I've had with this on. I just use this in my own training and try to give you guys as good as an example, an idea of what I think about this as I can. So if you're looking for somebody that has used something like this in combat, then I am not the guy. There are other people out there, one of them being Warrior Poet Society. He is a fantastic person to go listen to, watch his videos, get information from, because he has all that experience and he has used these in combat. So take my information for what it is, and I'm just trying to give you as honest information as I can. So this is the part where I usually put cons, but with this plate carrier, there really isn't any that I've been able to find in my experience with it. I think it's a really solid carrier. I think the price is pretty good. I think that the placards that they have are really well made. I think the carrier is very durable, and I put a lot of thought into it with all the little features that they have with it. Really like the adjustments and the comfort of it. So in my opinion, there really aren't any downfalls. So if you guys are interested in picking up one for yourself, go check out HRT Tactical and get one for yourself. You guys can customize it any way you want, get different placards. You can run their placards, you can run other people's placards. This is just a setup that I really like for the use that I'm using it. As I said, if anything changes in my thought process or the testing, I find something to not be as durable as I thought it was in the video, I can only give you the information that I have right now at the time of filming. So I will put that in the comments if anything changes. Really like these guys. I appreciate them for sending this to me. And this is definitely the carrier to beat right now. I'm in the process of testing a bunch of different carriers. Like I said, I think I have 7 different setups, and I have a couple more coming. So I'm in the process of trying to find the best carrier for the money, and to give you guys that information as much as I can. So I'm still testing some different ones, and I'm going to be giving you guys some more reviews as they come. But so far, this one has done really good. If you guys want to help out the channel and the things that I do here, there's a couple ways to do that down in the description. There are some discount codes that helps you guys save some money, along with helping to give me a small kickback, which helps out the channel a ton. And there are some really good discounts on there. Like Vertex gives you guys like 25% off, which is a significant discount if you guys are looking for some bags or their clothing that they have on their website. Another way is there's a link to my website. From there, there's a link to other websites like Brownells, Air Precision, Premier Body Armor, a bunch of other ones. Anything you use using my links gives me a small kickback and helps out the channel and shows that I'm generating traffic. Again, as another really good thing for this channel, it helps me out a ton, especially because ammo prices and availability is really difficult right now, so it's really hard to get out and do testing and training for these products for reviews. So if you do those things, I really appreciate it. If not, I appreciate you guys being here, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Another company that supports me a ton is Howitzer. Love these guys. I'm going to be doing a collaboration with them here soon. They donate 5% of proceeds to charity, which is such a cool thing, and they donated a ton of money so far. So that's really nice of them, along with the fact that the shirts are really awesome. So if you guys want some of them, a link down in the description for them as well. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I'll be doing a video here on this helmet probably eventually. If you guys have any questions about it, let me know. If you guys want to see a video on it, let me know, and we'll do one on that with the night vision as well. I got some ideas for night vision videos that I want to get to here soon. So thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you later.